Hello every pony, no one person here, with another vid. I got the text off the screen, so I can show pictures now. Anyway, today I'm gonna talk about Leafy and if she's a good or bad person. First I'm gonna explain why people think she's a bad person. The most obvious point is that she stole Dream Island. But she didn't really steal it, since I don't think that Fiery had ownership yet. So the only one committing a crime is Speaker Box 4 agreements under false presences. But yes, she did buy Dream Island after Fiery won it, which is obviously not good. But I don't think she did it to be mean. I think she just overreacted after not being let in. The second argument against her is that she's manipulative to many others, since Fiery implies that she's going very angry at all of her friends. But I once again would say that she just doesn't know how to be a good friend and therefore act like she does. And I also think she's trying her best, especially in post-split, to be a better person. But then there's also the argument that she's always good character, and I don't like it either. One of the things these people say is that she was in the right to buy Dream Island. I definitely don't think so. I think both her and Fiery were overreacting in that situation. And they sometimes imply she's always a perfect friend, which is simply not true. This is often seen with Ice Cube in BFDI, where she constantly makes her lose by accident. The biggest thing I think is that she's trying to be nice, but is just really bad at it, and is therefore neither a good or bad person. Well, up until post-split, where does a full 180 and becomes this basically a perfect person. I don't particularly like this change and think it just doesn't fit, but I know BFDI is mostly for kids, even though I am 13, and therefore has quite simple story elements at times. And this is probably just a simple way to show that she's become a better person. But yeah, I do believe she became a straight up good person but the end of post-split. And we haven't seen her since, so I assume she's just happily living with Fiery. If I can pull a theorist and diagnose her, I would say she's recovering from narcissistic tendencies. And Fiery probably helped her a lot, which is why she became a far better person by the end. Anyway, I think that's a wrap, so goodbye Davids. And tell me if you want me to cover a different character.